Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome, and a third big capital letters. Welcome back to the channel. Let's go ahead and continue on with David Bowie, the album Low. We're moving on to the next track after the incredibly. The only word I can think of it is moving. Warsarza. We're moving into Art Decade here, which looks like it's going to be a complete instrumental. As when I have the lyrics pulled up, it says this song is an instrumental. So that tells me that. So let's go ahead and give it a listen. We'll talk about it after. I'm just imagining it's going to continue in some capacity the beauty that we heard before. But let's find out. Art Decade. Oh, it does continue off of the last track. This is so peaceful, slow and steady wins the race. It's built with focus and patience. I love the melody. Bum, bum. And then the part where it kind of goes on a little bit longer and it raises. Bum, bum. And then all the other instrumentation begins to build around it, kind of glittering with a golden sheen. Oh, it's so rich. There's a moment where there's this kind of draining, bubbly, liquidy sound going on the side. And it's a weird sound. I couldn't quite figure out what it was. It was like liquid going through pipes and a microphone shoved up in there. But it kind of adds this. I can't even say it, just adds a different kind of side to the music as well. It's like a random sound effect. I'm sure looking into what the music was meant to portray and stuff, we'll get into that. I'm sure it wasn't random. But it feels and seems random, and yet it works so well in here. Looking on this particular track, we do have three people playing this time. So Bowie's on guitar, vibraphone, piano, and Chamberlain. Eno, piano, Moog, Chamberlain. And then Edward Meyer on the cellos. I really enjoy how this kind of takes, not a backseat, takes a step back from the drama of the first track on this particular side and kind of, like I said, just kind of chills, relaxes, dwells in the ambience of the musical layers that are being played, because there is a lot of layers when you're listening to it. You can really go into any moment here. There's that liquidy, echoey sound I hear. It sounds kind of hollow. Eventually, this hollowness is further built upon and solidified with extra keys and melodies that are just coming in very dreamy, kind of luxurious, incredibly melodic. This is so cool to hear Bowie in this kind of style and environment. Really, it says here the song is named for a street Bowie had encountered in West Berlin, whose name was a pun on the Art Deco style. Okay. In fact, the song itself, like the rest of the songs on the B-side, are a portrait piece of a certain location, in this case, West Berlin. Okay, well, that's going to give me a little bit of more insight into, I guess, the rest of the album, the next two tracks as well. So these are all, I guess you could say, little sounds. What did I say before? I had a word for it, but now I forgot it. Kind of like a sonic painting of these different locations and what he's feeling and, I guess, seeing in mostly instrumental form. It says, recounting his impressions, Bowie later called West Berlin a city cut off from its world, art, and culture, dying with no hope of retribution. Okay. As a result, the song is slow and attempts a melancholy, depressing sound. I mean, I guess I can hear a slight depressing element in it, but I don't hear it as depressing. I guess you could hear it as isolated if you're looking at Bowie's words as well. It does sound a bit hollow, like I said, a little bit isolated from things going on, but very beautiful and very, very melodic at the same time. It says the original piece was recorded on a piano with Eno and Bowie playing. When we'd finish it, he didn't like it very much and sort of forgot about it. But as it happened, during the 2 days he was gone, I dug that out to see if I could do anything with it. I put all those instruments on top of what we had, and then he liked it and realized there was hope for it. And he worked on top of that, adding more instruments. And that's what Brian Eno said. So I like that he kind of took it out of the trash, you could say. Because apparently Bowie didn't like it when they first recorded it. And Bowie said, I think I can do something, or Eno said, I think I can do something with this, and took it out the trash, put some spice into it, presented it again, and Bowie was like, you know, that do sound kind of nice. Anyways, wonderful piece. Let me know what you guys thought of it in the comments below. You can follow me on Twitter. You can support the channel on Patreon. As always, day in, day out, I appreciate you being here, and I hope you have a lovely rest of your day, guys. I'll see you later. Bye.